I'm probably not going to say a whole lot just because but I'll pop in from time to time. First to say hello to people and let you know when people are leaving and stuff.
Okay, why is it not going? I think we are live now. Yes, it says we're live. Welcome, people. I see a whole bunch of people in the chat section. We've got a few people going to be popping in throughout this little bit of a live for. It's actually a memorial for our fallen friend, Mr.Matt Pearson. Last week, this past few days ago, Matt was involved in a single vehicle car accident. He didn't make it, unfortunately. So this is just a kind of a memorial live to, remember Matt.
Yeah, remember Matt.
So we've got Scab in the basement here. We'll add him to the stream, and I think we've got Joe as well. Welcoming them in. There we go. There's Scab.
You got to hit Scabs now too, buddy.
Sorry, I'm
yeah, you get
not
used
good
to
at
it.
this. So you're just
How are you, everybody?
Is he Joe?
Oh, double clicked on.
What's up, Rusty? What's up, Charles? What's up, Allie, Carol? What's the point? Is in Garen, Steve, everybody. Rusty, Stefan. Stefan's here. Thanks, Stefan, for coming in to see us here. Charles Jones.
Charles
Redneck
Jones.
Renegade. Yeah, just click on Scab's screen.
Oh,
you should be able to get him in.
There we go.
There you go. Perfect. Hello,
Is he
Scab.
there now?
He's
nice. There. You're a handsome man, Mr. Scab.
I am. Hey, welcome in, everybody. Gerbs, thank you for hosting this. Guys, let me say this up front, and then I'm going to turn it over to Gerbs. Miss Jessica, from all of us here, our hearts are broken for you. Matt was an awesome guy. Thank you for joining us. Thank you so much. Thank you for joining us.
Is that me or is that?
It's an echo.
Miss Jessica, welcome. Can you hear us okay? Yeah. Oh, we can't hear you.
For joining us.
We can't hear you.
You got to turn the mic on. Turn your mic on.
Unmuted.
There you go. Perfect.
There you go.
We hear you.
Nice.
There you go.
I don't know. I'm not good at this electrical stuff. How to make that go away.
Somebody's got to turn their speaker down a little bit because they're getting feedback.
Hello. Is that better?
I hear you. Yeah, I think it's better.
Cool.
Yeah, I think we're okay.
I think we're good.
Yep.
Okay.
I think we are good.
Miss Jessica, we're absolutely devastated for you. This whole community, as you can see, Jessica, we're absolutely devastated. All the videos that have been posted and whatnot. Your husband was a very big part of our community, and he's sorely missed by all of us. So
absolutely.
Thank you so much, Miss Jessica, for joining us. What we'd like to do is just spend a few minutes memorializing Matt. This is new for us. So we're going to do the best we can, but thank you so much for joining us. Gerbs, thank you for hosting. Joe, thank you for being here. I know we've got a lot of folks in the room.
Yeah.
Gerbs, if you want to have Miss Kimmers kind of moderate the comments.
Yeah.
And if anybody has something to share, if you would read it out, that would probably help. And that way we're not talking over anybody. And
you bet.
I can pop them as we speak as well. Pop them up.
That's perfect. That's perfect. Gerbs, tell us a little bit, buddy. Give us just we were talking off air. Just talk to us a little bit about your relationship with Matt, how you came to know Matt, that kind of thing.
For sure. So I met Matt probably almost 2 years ago, I would say.
Yeah.
And we were talking about knives, obviously, because he loved his knives. And he talked about what I liked in a knife. And I always went back to what my grandpa had, and it was the SKS camper. And I always wanted my grandpa's knife. And unfortunately, circumstances happened where the addiction and all that stuff took my life and took my family away from me. Basically, I lost my family. So I didn't get that as an opportunity to get my grandpa's knife. So Matt, being Matt, selflessly sent this out to me. And that's when our connection started. And since then, it's just, I mean, we just talked all the time. I mean, last week we were talking about deer whistles on for his truck because I don't know if anybody knew, but Matt was involved with another accident with his truck, and he plowed into a deer and did about 5K worth of damage to his truck. And he didn't have those deer whistles on the front of the truck, so we were just like literally talking about that last week. And yeah, so that's where our connection started. It started with this little knife. And
but see that I don't know him as well as you guys know him, but the one thing that really sticks out of my mind about Matt is the fact that he was always front and center when the community needed something, or somebody would put out a GoFundMe or something like that. He was always front and center, to make sure that he did his part to contribute, to send best wishes or anything like that. Not just to GoFundMe, just new people coming into the community and just making sure that he's there to comment and to encourage and to pass on good vibes. That's the type of person that Matt was all the time, and that's why he's so loved in the community because of the type of person he was. He was selfless all the time.
All the time. That's
I thought about this, and I mentioned it in my video. The thing was with Matt is he was supportive always. And I look back yesterday, I found, because I wanted to do a fire, I thought that was fitting. And I found that bag that he had sent me of fatwood. But I got to thinking about how I wanted to title that video. And I thought he would have got a chuckle because I couldn't say I'm making a fire with Matt's fatwood, and I thought back and I'm like, how in the fire am I? So, but the thing is, he's the first person that sent me lighter knot.
Nice.
He's the first person who signed up, which Miss Jessica, I'm gonna message you off of here. Matt was one of the first two to sign up on my Patreon, and it wasn't about the money. It's saying, hey man, I believe in what you're doing.
Right.
The last message that I got from Matt, I looked at it today, and it simply said, hey brother, I want you to know I'm still riding with you. I'm working a bunch of overtime right now. And he said, I'm trying to get my kids off of social media as much, and I'm trying to lead by example. But the last thing he said was, be well, amigo. I'll be back. And I messaged him back. But that was Matt.
Yeah.
And I'm reading the comments that you're posting as we go. The guy he loved Wyatt Hines knives. He loved people in this community. He was there if you needed him. he neglected his own channel to support us.
Yep.
And that, when he didn't feel like doing his channel, he was still, if he was here, he'd be in the comments.
100%.
And that's just, I mean, I think giving is a big word to use with Matt, and not just, I'm not talking about, like, you're right, Joe, the GoFundMe's and all that. He did all of that, but he was always willing to give his time.
Yep.
100%.
Yeah.
And
the-
support as
and-
many channels as he can.
And his voice.
Yeah.
Like, he was, like, he could read the classifieds, and it would be warming, and like you felt like you were with him.
Yeah. He had that type of voice that kind of spoke to your soul. He just, that smooth, like relaxing voice. Like, I enjoy watching his videos for that
100%.
reason. Yeah.
And he was a giant of a man, was he not, Miss Jessica?
Yeah.
6'10", 300 pounds.
Wowzers.
Oh, he was up to 6'10". I've heard rumors in the valleys, in the hills and valleys, it was 6'8", 6'9". So it actually is 6'10". Okay.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Big boy.
Matt was the guy that I valued his opinion, because I'm nowhere near that. I'm a foot shorter, but I valued his opinion on certain knives because of his hand size. But you're right, Jerb. Some of his videos, and it's stuff like this, and you go back and you look. Some of his videos where he's just in the woods lighting a fire, there's the calming voice, there's the peace. I could watch that all day.
Every day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All day. And you've mentioned it, he was good to you, but he was good to, there's so many folks, and I put it on Facebook, and there's a lot of different groups that aren't in our group who said, man, that guy was awesome. Shaney from Shade Indonesia.
Yeah.
Dick Lynn from Work Tough Gear. Zeke Manacho, just guys in the knife industry who knew who Matt was and appreciated him. And guys, if you've got a story, if you've got something you want to share, please post that.
Yeah, absolutely. Salty.
Matt did.
Said, let's see. Oh, he was always nice, Salty. He's just that guy, man.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
Are you guys
You were gonna say something?
I'm touching the
brother, you're doing great.
okay, I'm touching the comments. Are they popping up? Because
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
only seeing,
Yeah.
oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm reading them across the
They're
bottom.
right on screen.
Do you see
that's-
which one I just said?
Brothers with the Knives.
You got Pistol Pete up right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I am doing the right thing. Okay.
You got it, baby. You're okay.
Now,
I'm trying to keep you guys posted onto whatever thing's popping up.
Jerbs, if you see a comment, go ahead and read it out. If you get a question or something, read it out loud. That way, when you do the playback, it'll give the question and the answer. Like
Gotcha.
Pistol Pete said, he met Matt through the Wyatt Hines connection, and you're going to
Nice.
find that throughout the thing. He loved his customs. Rodney Pearson, Rodney and his son, Pearson Customs Knives, sent condolences as well, because Matt had a couple of their customs. Tommy said, I got some words, but looks like I'm limited to 200 letters per post, so I'm going to have to split it. Go ahead, brother.
Go ahead.
Tommy,
Totally.
put your comments, because here's the thing, brother. When they do the playback, everything will be listed, right, Joe?
They'll all be
Yeah.
in there.
It'll all be there. Yeah, for
Yeah,
sure.
It'll be. Yeah.
So guys, if you have something to say, please do that, because tomorrow, the next day when it posts, it'll be good to go back and and everybody can follow along and read. Slingshot, he sure did. He was a good dude. Slingshot, Warrior. Matt sent him his first box of light or not. I'm not gonna say Fatwood.
Fatwood, lighter knot, sticky stump.
That's it.
it had a whole bunch of names, but I'm telling you, that stuff is a lifesaver in dire situations for sure.
Absolutely. And Matt was a big, I was sitting here thinking about it. Matt was a big reason the communities came together.
Yeah.
You had a Fatwood Fire community, and we've kind of grown so much now that people don't think about it as much, but there was a time where there was two separate communities, and Matt was one of the driving forces to bring that together.
Yeah, he was definitely a bridge. Because I mean, I remember Matt doing these fires a long time ago.
Oh yeah.
In terms of, and I said it on my video. I was always impressed at how he had it all down to a science, and he was so professional with it in terms of the stove and have everything ready to go. I mean, he was good at it.
Yeah,
really
having his little leather strip that put all the fine shavings on, and
yeah,
that was one of the best things about Matt too. Like it was almost a product. Like it was just the way he did his productions. Like it was soothing and calming, and he would walk out to the back of 40 and have it all set up, and then he would like that voice, like that. I can hear. I can understand why Miss Jessica goes and watches his videos, because
very calming.
That's one thing that I imagine she's gonna miss the most, for sure. Yeah.
There was one, and I'm going to post it when we get off tonight. I'm going to share it to my community page. One of my favorites from Matt was he was simply on his back porch. There was snow everywhere, and I'm going to post that one. It resonates with me, and I'm going to share that with my community. Here's one thing I thought about, guys, that I would like to do. I don't know where Matt's at with subscribers. I have no idea. No idea. But I'd like to get him to 1,000.
100%.
That would be cool.
I think that would be. I'd like to get him to 1,000, and I think we should do that.
100%.
Joe, have you done any research into, like you had messaged me?
Yes. I did some research on it, and in terms of basically keeping the channel going, and I think that within 6 months you have to log in, Miss Jessica. You have to log in to YouTube and be able and go into his YouTube studio and all that, because you have to show Google and YouTube that the account is active. So if you're not going in and and watching YouTube under that account, under Matt's account, and going into YouTube Studio, they're going to claim it as inactive. So as long as you do that every other week or whatever the case is, then it'll stay active and the videos will stay up. Okay. So that's the important thing. And also go into the email so Google knows that the Gmail account is active.
Yeah,
that could be problematic.
I can go.
Oh yeah, because of all the passwords.
You didn't need those.
Miss Jessica, if you need any help,
we'll help you. I'll help you out as much as possible, because I really would. I want to see the channel keep on going
for sure,
and I want people to enjoy it. The legacy
from them.
The legacy, yeah. I want to see the channel going, and hopefully we can get more subs and we could get it monetized and let it take off from there and keep it going.
That would be really
that
cool.
would be really good.
Yeah.
As well. Speaking of the kids, how are they doing?
They're sitting on either side of me. They didn't want to be on camera.
Okay.
Oh, that's okay.
Rachel,
tell them we
and
love
Will, your father was an amazing soul. And as you can see, all the fires and all the videos put out,
he was very loved.
He was a very loved man. And you're lucky that you had your time with him, because I wish so much that I'm just wordless, I'm speechless, but know that you're in our thoughts and you're loved unconditionally from this community.
Mm-hmm.
So from our end, Matt didn't have a whole lot of in-person friends that he hung out with, but he valued every one of your friendships and the conversations that he had with you. He would talk about everyone I think I know Megatron and Kimmers as if they have been in our lives forever. He would be really excited when a video would drop and we'd sit and share them together, or I'd ask questions because I was hearing voices all the time. You are of great value to him, which makes you of great value to us.
Oh, that's so nice to hear. Thank you.
Well, the loss is immeasurable.
Yeah.
And I would say in the middle of all this, with all the ideas, we only want to do with what you're comfortable with. So if you're not comfortable, nobody's going to say a word. We totally understand. And take some time to think about it. But if you would like to keep that channel active, we will do everything in our power.
His purpose behind the channel was so that the kids could have his voice when he was gone. Because when his father passed, his father was his best friend.
It was.
The thing that he missed the most was that he couldn't remember his dad's voice.
That's funny that you brought that story up. Because
not for subs, not for anything, but to leave a piece of him behind for them.
Right.
And out of it, I mean, he started with Renegade with the Friday fires.
Yep.
And then he got on with some knives and then kept finding people and just engaging in conversations. And I can't talk knives. I've learned a whole lot about knives in the last 2 years. And I'm not sure what I'm going to do because I keep finding knives in all different places in the house.
I can just
I'm going to need to get a new storage container. But yeah,
keep them because he had some high-end stuff.
High-end
Yeah,
stuff.
some good stuff.
He really did.
Oh, we
He
won't be
liked
getting rid of
good stuff.
anything.
Good.
At all.
And if you need help with recognizing, naming, anything like that, please.
Oh, we'll be contacting, especially my son. He's very interested in his dad's knife collection.
Oh, good.
Cool.
Good.
So we might, post a video on his account of, so can you tell us a little about this one?
Nice.
That's a good idea.
That's a really good idea.
We'll respond.
100%.
Absolutely.
How old is your son, Miss Jessica?
12 and a half.
12 and a half. Okay. Yeah.
And Miss Rachel is 14.
14.
Yes.
They're 18 months apart.
Okay.
Nice.
So nice and close.
Okay.
And Will is in football.
Yes.
Yes, he is.
So we have a practice tonight at just after 6.
Now, is this spring ball?
It is spring ball.
Okay.
We do spring and then we do fall.
Oh, yeah.
He plays, and until this season, I was managing.
Okay.
Very cool.
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
Funny, me and Matt talked about it too, because I don't have a relationship with my kids, and both of my younger kids are in spring ball right now too. So it was neat that we talked about that kind of stuff. And you made mention about the videos to remember the voice. I didn't make any videos about my mom, and she was my best friend as well. So that was another bond that me and Matt had, is we talked about always wanting, even though I don't have a relationship with my kids, when I end up getting them back and having a relationship, they'll have all these videos and whatnot just to know who I was, right? And Matt and me shared that as well. That was one thing I didn't mention. It's not having any videos of my mom's voice. It's sad. But yeah.
Well, that being said, for everybody in the room, and I'm still operating off my phone, but if you're in the room and you are a content creator, when this live is over, go to Matt's channel. The last video that Matt made, hit share. When you hit share, hit copy link and post it somewhere. If you can post it in your community page, do that, please. If you can post it to Facebook, do that, please. Share it as many times as we can. The more shares we get, Joe, is this right? The more shares, the more comments we get on that, we can get some traction going.
Absolutely.
There's enough folks
It's about getting it out there.
room
Yeah.
right now that can do that.
Yep.
If we share that video 15, 20 times, it's going to get some traction.
Yep.
Absolutely.
And that's an easy thing for everybody to do.
And
That's
it's free.
It takes 2 seconds to do, and everybody could do it. So I think it'll be great if we can kind of just get his last video and just kind of share it everywhere we can. I think that'll be awesome.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Because I think it's important. I don't want that channel to go away.
No.
For obviously for the kids and the family, that's first and foremost. But also for folks coming along, because there's a lot of valuable information in there. A lot of valuable information.
100%.
And I just, it's a cool way to keep a legacy. So we'll keep that moving. Miss Jessica I read the obituary. It was beautifully done. 100%. And it's like everybody, I've sent it around and everybody said that fits Matt to a T.
Yeah, it really did.
Yeah.
It was perfect. It can't be hard to do. I mean, easy to do. It's got to be difficult to do. When, if you don't mind, when is the funeral?
We're having a celebration of life on July the 8th.
Okay. Okay. July
Nice.
8th. Okay.
I was just going to.
It's at our place. I'll send
that's
Gerbs the
perfect.
information.
That's perfect.
Because we wanted to be able to have a fire available, made with fatwood, because in the back of his truck, he always carried a bin of fatwood he had collected and processed down into little sticks that he could, and it's huge. I went and recovered it from when they took his truck away. And also he was a Irish whiskey every once in a while. So it's wanted an old fashioned Irish wake. Everyone gather and talk about him and memories and our times together. Not to talk about him, but to talk about the memories.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So it's a shot of whiskey and share a memory.
And
Nice.
fire.
Sounds great.
You can't go wrong with an Irish wake and a fat wood fire.
Yeah.
You really can't.
That's perfect. And July, because now I'm in Florida, so we're hot 10 months out of the year. Will it be, obviously it'll be warm in July.
Oh, yeah.
It'll be warm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Depends on the idea is we wanted a warmer time and I needed some time to get house prepped.
That's perfect.
Yeah.
That's perfect. Brother Salty said he can't talk knives either. That's a lot of us.
There's a lot of people that, and Grugs and JR and
Camera. Why don't you can't you make it work?
Yeah,
These are high single, and that's
coming in. For those of you coming in now, this is Miss Jessica. This is Matt's wife. His two kids are with us. Thank you for spending the time with us today. And for those of you coming in, please put comments in. We want to have them because this video, when it posts, and Gerbs, it might even be Monday before the live comments pop up. It takes a while.
It takes a while to load up. Yeah.
yeah, well,
It takes a while, but
Yeah.
let's get as many comments, as many of that kind of thing as we can, and then we'll all share this as well. But again, if you're content creator, even if you're not a content creator, please share Matt's last video.
yeah.
And let's try to get that thing going. Joe, can you pull up where he was at with subscriber?
Yeah. I can pull it up.
I can too.
Thank you, Grugsy. I appreciate that, man.
I'll
Grug
be
said,
right
okay,
back.
his video is
Football
shared.
problem.
And asked him to watch
5 and
it.
change.
Thank you, brother.
That's my
The video
technical.
he
5 and
mentioned
change.
me and Scottish. I
Well,
will toast to you, Matt.
Praises and blades.
I'll have to do a toast. As
Yeah,
well.
565.
565. And he's
Yeah.
got 74 videos.
We can do that. We can do that. We
Yeah.
should do that.
We can get him at 1,000, no problem.
Yeah, we should do that. Jerbs, talk a little bit, buddy, about the Fatwood up there, the lighter knot up there.
Whoa.
Because this is a memorial for Matt, but his passion was lighter knot, Fatwood. I've got a few sticks left, and I might send out that to a couple of people, but I'm going to hold on to some of that too. That's special. But talk to us some about that.
I'll show you. It's just right out. Just give me a second.
All right, we got you, Joe.
Yo, I'm actually curious. I heard that you can share screens. Okay, no, he's got to okay it. Yeah.
Okay.
No, I was trying to share like his page, but I think Jerbs has got to okay it.
Okay.
What's that?
Yeah. No, I was trying to share his screen for his YouTube page.
Oh yeah, I can show
So
that.
You just gotta okay it on your end. Yeah. So
There you
that's the channel 565 guys. That's where he's at right now, and that's what the channel looks like.
Did it pop up?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's up.
You're
It's
good.
up.
You're
Okay.
good, brother.
So this is
Pearson Blazes and Blades.
From a Fatwood stump in Fern Gully, and this is from a fir tree, Douglas fir tree. And this stuff, I'm telling you, is like kerosene in stick form.
You can see it in the colors. Wow.
Yeah.
Look at the grain.
That's
Holy crap. That looks great.
That stuff. So he would have sent me fur, right? That Douglas fir, is that what
See,
you said?
I'm on the east, or he's on the east coast, and I'm on the west coast. So
Okay.
this is what we've got. I'm thinking if he sent you stuff, it would have been pine, probably.
Yeah, I think it would have been.
So I got some of that from Redneck Renegade, so that makes sense.
Yeah.
West Coast.
Yeah, this is west coast of
That stuff looks.
Vancouver Island goodness.
Yeah, that color. That's just gorgeous to me, man.
Yeah, and the smell, and the city goodness that happens every time. Matt was really good about giving the best parts of the Fatwood. So the black smoke that he had, that stuff was some dank goodness. I sent him a box of our stuff because I personally I'm partial. I'm an island boy. I'm born and raised here, so Douglas fir is my go-to fire starter, and I think it's the best. I think it's the best.
Home Depot also gives you a lot of the best parts of the Fatwood in their bags.
Good old show.
I would think that they do.
Home Depot
I would hope
is
they
like
do.
concrete, but you can get some good. Actually, you can get some good stuff from there. You really can.
I think the stuff that they get from Home Depot and Canadian Tire and all the is from Honduras.
Really?
I think the bag, like if you get it in the bag, I think it's from Honduras. Look at the back end of the.
I'm gonna look that up now, actually, because I was gonna go make a video later and with some Fatwood. Yeah.
I get mine. I'm working on a bag for you right now, Jerbs. I've got I've got some Florida stuff in there, and I got a big. When I went to Blackie's, Mr. Rubin went out in the woods, man, and he found a chunk.
Miss Jessica, we were just talking about Fatwood. Does he? Do you still have some of the stuff that we sent you?
We actually found it today.
Nice.
Beside the bed.
Beside the bed?
All of his EDC and knives right beside his side of our bed. That's where he's kept his Fatwood and his lighters and his sparrow rods. And it was tucked in behind. My daughter said, I found a box of Fatwood. I'm like, I bet you that's Jerbs.
That's awesome.
That's funny. Yeah, he always he loved the Fatwood for sure, and he never. I burnt all the stuff that he sent, but he I don't know. I was always partial about the island Fatwood, and I always thought it was the best.
He shared your video of Atwood hunting in Fern Gully,
Yeah.
and we both turned to it and said, we have to go there.
The open invitation, I tell you. The second you guys get out here, you're more than welcome.
Yeah.
We have family on the island and family in Vernon, so
Vernon, that's about well,
mainland.
Vancouver, probably 2 hours from Vancouver.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I figure the kids and I will probably take a trek out west one in summer, not this one.
Yeah,
We'll make sure we check in.
for sure. Whereabouts on the island are your family from?
It's actually Matt's godfather, and I don't remember the name of the place.
Yeah.
If
Gotcha.
I heard it, I know, but
Comox, Courtney, Parksville. No, those are
it's
the
something with a C,
Courtney, Comox,
maybe.
Cumberland. I think it was Cumberland actually.
Could be. They're actually flying in this coming weekend.
Nice.
Oh,
Yeah.
Family's always good to have around, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Especially times like this.
Family's a big thing in Matt's life. So his sister's been here every day almost. My brother was on the phone. I called and he was here.
Right.
That's great to hear.
Lots of good connections.
Good,
He's
good.
going to be well missed.
Yeah, we definitely gonna miss that for sure.
The crazy thing is, guys, and I was actually going to talk about this on another video in the future, but there's different reasons why people go on YouTube and want to create on YouTube. Some people need it to help them with their problems, help them with their addiction. You know, there's a million different reasons why it suits people and why people go on YouTube. And you know, other people just want to leave a legacy or want to leave something for their kids and grandkids and family to be able to remember them by. But the crazy thing is the fact that if none of us were on YouTube and none of us, you know, were on this thing, riding this YouTube ride, and you had this, you know, gentleman from Canada that nobody knew about, nobody knew existed. But the fact that we we all connect on this thing. And we all become friends, and really, we really become friends on these things without ever meeting that person.
Yeah.
And it's amazing how we all connected, all, you know, in all different ways, and how we can come together like this when something like this happens. I just think it's amazing how widespread from people from all over the world can come together and connect the way they do.
Really, it's
You know?
truth.
It's
That's 100% truth, Joe.
Wild. Yeah.
Well, I want to thank you for doing a memorial for him, and I appreciate you inviting us in. I'm going to have to say farewell on our side for now.
Sure.
We knew that from the start.
Off to practice we go.
Yeah.
For sure.
Miss Jessica, thank you so much. And our thoughts are with you. I am on Instagram. I'm going to send Matt's account a message.
You, his Instagram account, we
To say,
closed down, but Jerbs has my phone number,
Okay.
and he's welcome to pass that along.
For sure.
Well, I'll pass that along. And if you have, there was a couple things with the channel I was going to talk to you about off of here. But we could not anytime soon. And if Jerbs doesn't have my number, he will by the time this is over.
Yeah.
And he'll pass it along. But anything we can do.
Yeah. Any questions you have, anything, please don't hesitate, you know, to reach out to us.
I will ask.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Thank you for that.
Thank you for joining us.
The whole community is here for you guys. Will, Rachel, Miss Jessica, thank you for joining us. You're loved, you're supported, and this whole community has your back. So if you need anything, please don't hesitate to ask.
Thank you. Bye.
And thank you.
Bye.
Cheers.
Bye, Miss Jessica. That was nice. That was awesome that she joined us.
That was really, really
that
good.
was really nice.
Yeah.
I'm thinking she understands the love that this community has for her and the family now.
Yeah.
Well, it's exactly what Joe said, and some of it, I've talked to Gruggs about it some. Some people will say it's just YouTube. Well, what everybody's feeling right now isn't just YouTube. It's missing someone, it's loving someone without ever meeting him. And I guess it's the age we live in, but there's a lot of tight bonds. I was thinking about this, Gerbs, the reality is this. You and I'll probably never meet, but I still consider you a friend and a brother. And I say that because of distance. You know what I'm saying?
It's reality, and that's
but
the
that's
truth.
No less of a friendship.
I know I can do this. High five. and we can smile and be joyous just having this connection, you know? And that's exactly what you were saying, I think.
Joe pinpointed it, and it's just the thing is this week, and I didn't want to say this with Miss Jessica on, but I'll say it now. I tried to convey it in the video. I want everybody to understand my heart hurts for them and for you and for folks who were really, really, and Matt and I messaged and we talked, but the thing is, he was a year younger than me. That resonates with me.
Yeah, absolutely.
You just go, why, you know? So that's where that's at. And I would say to everyone, thank you for being here. And we can go as long as you want to go, Gerbs, but I do want to make sure that we get Matt to 1,000.
Yes.
That we share that, and that we set I want to make sure, because they need to do everything in their own time.
Yeah.
You know, but I think
we don't want to push
the
them.
more we can be active on his channel and show some movement there.
Yeah.
Because that is something.
Yeah.
That'll matter down the road. That is something they'll look back on down the road when the time's right, and they should and enjoy it.
And then let's try and get his watched hours up too.
Well, we'll talk off air, Gerbs, but I'm looking at his channel right now.
Yeah.
He doesn't have any playlists set up. So I would say let's try to guide them in getting videos put into a playlist. So this way, at least,
so we can just put it on when
set
we're
them up and play, hours and hours of his video. Yeah, I'll be glad to do that. I'll leave my computer on and play them.
100%. Me too.
We just need the playlist set up, so we got to try to get that in. But yeah, agreed, Scab. More contact, more activity in his channel, the better it's going to be. But because I definitely want to see his channel going for his kids.
Yeah, his kids meant the world to him. His family was like Jessica said, he didn't have many friends, like physical friends close to him. It was like us, like we're all pals. And like more, I see you guys as my friends and my family. Like I gave up all. Me and Kimmers had to. We had to come out here to find us. And when we did that, we excluded all of our using friends, everything. So we have maybe 4 tight, close friends that I can come to the house. But other than that, all my friends are you guys. Like seriously.
And it's awesome.
And that's, with all the stuff in 2020 and all that, we're more of an online society.
Yeah.
Whether that's good or bad or other, that's a debate for another show. But
totally
moderation, right?
Yes.
I dislike people, and I like people in small amounts.
Right. Well, here's the truth. That's just about every YouTuber. Yeah. I think people think YouTubers are extroverts, and most of us would rather be left alone and be private and be. Yeah. We like small bursts. Yeah. And I think one of the last, Matt, I had talked to Matt one time, and he says, Kev, I think I would rather support the community. I'm just not about making videos. I said, well, dude, don't do it. Yeah, I mean, be in the community, enjoy it, enjoy that. And that's something you have to do, for yourself. I'm glad he did what he did. I'm glad he has what he has out there for his kids, because that is huge. A couple years ago, I went to the last family reunion I went to, and they played a clip of my grandfather's voice, and I lost it because for 30 something years I hadn't heard his voice. So that means a lot.
Yeah.
It means a lot. And I respect what she's saying about not wanting a GoFundMe, and I don't think Matt would have wanted one, but
no, he's not that guy.
he's not. But Gerbs, keep an ear to the ground for that.
Yeah,
if they need
100%.
anything.
Need something, yeah.
Yeah, like even like
Bye, Miss Tina.
yeah, like it's no joke. Sorry, I'm getting kerfuffled. This laptop is like starting to like freak out on me. I don't know. Like, it's gonna take a while for this video to process.
Yeah.
So I don't know what do you guys say
I think we're good.
for time? I know Joe had to bugger
Oh
off.
yeah, yeah, like you said, off. I got to jump off pretty soon to take care of some things.
Let's do this. Let's Gerbs, give us some parting thoughts and let's wrap it. It's been a good one. I think it'll be good.
Wrapping thoughts
for what it is.
How about that?
What, Gerbs, do this. Close Joe and I out. We'll say goodbye now. And then you and Miss Kimmers give us your parting
words and close the live up. Yeah.
For sure.
Cool.
Yeah.
Thank you, gentlemen, for being here.
Thank you.
My
guys.
pleasure. Thank you for having us.
Help growing us through this.
Yeah.
Love y'all.
It was our pleasure.
We'll talk soon. And Scab, we'll connect afterwards. Love you guys.
Love
Have a good
you.
night, guys.
Love y'all.
Cheers.
So that went well.
Parting words. Matt was a tree of a human being. Huge in personality, huge in love, huge with everything he did in life. He will be missed
Greatly.
very, very much. And thank you all for coming in and connecting with all of us. It was really nice to have Miss Jessica and the kids on.
Yeah, it was.
Thank you again for that. Just remember, any day on this side of the dirt is a blessing. And as Mr. Bill said, tomorrow's not promised. So tell somebody you love them, because you might not be able to the next day. Everybody here, you're loved, you're supported.
Very much.
And thank you all so much for showing Miss Jessica and the kids how much Matt meant to us.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see you guys soon.
Bye.
Stay safe, stay blessed, and know that you guys are loved. Bye.
Bye.